What's going on, everybody? My name's Marsh, and today I'm going to be going over a tier list for 100 of the original RuneScape songs. There's also a few bonus tracks that weren't on this tier list that I'm going to be including later on in the video, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that, including the most iconic track in the game and everyone's favorite track. And I also want to clarify that these rankings are just my humble opinion. I'm not a musician, I'm just a music enjoyer. So feel free to let me know in the comments if you would rank any of these songs differently, or maybe if there were some other good RuneScape songs that didn't quite make this list. And this will be a pretty long one, so make sure you grab a snack, maybe throw this on your other monitor while you're skilling, and I hope you enjoy the video. I'm going to jump right into this tier list now. I'll leave the information for the tier list in the description below in case you want to follow along as well. Let's get to our first song, Adventure. And this is going to be a really good start for us. This is a very nostalgic, classic song that I'm going to throw in the A tier. This plays around the Varrock area, so I'm sure many of us have heard this one before. And I just picture myself walking over to the Hill Giants, only to realize that I don't have a brass key. Then I need to walk all the way around the river to Edgeville, go into Edgeville Dungeon, and proceed to die to the zombies on my way. That's exactly what I picture when I'm listening to this song. And for that nostalgic purpose, and just a really chill song as well, I'm going to go ahead and put it in the A tier. Alright, coming up next we have Al-Kharid, which is a decent desert song. I think there's definitely some better desert songs, but it's solid though for sure. So I'm going to throw it in the B tier. We all remember listening to this as we're grinding Al-Kharid warriors for the first time. So yeah, this is a pretty good one. I like putting this in B tier. Coming up next we have Alone, which is a very good track as well, but not quite on the same level as some of our A tier tracks. I think B tier is a perfect spot for this. It's a really cool and kind of mysterious song, and has some strange vibes to it. I don't really remember where this plays, but honestly I was pleasantly surprised listening to this one. It's pretty good. I definitely can't put it in the C tier. I have a feeling I'm going to have a hard time putting a lot of these in C and D tier. I was listening to these over the past couple of days, taking some notes on them, and I really enjoyed a lot of them. So yeah, we'll see. I'm going to try to keep it balanced if I can, have the most in B tier and then have it trickle down as we get to S and D tier, but we'll see. Alright, our next song coming up is Ambient Jungle. I don't really remember where this one plays. I'm going to put it in C tier. It's not the most nostalgic song, and really I wasn't too impressed by this one. So yeah, I think C tier is fine. Don't really want to put it in D tier. It wasn't objectively a bad song or anything, but yeah, I mean, I think C tier fits this one nicely. Going to our next song, we have Arabian, which is one of my favorite desert songs for sure. I really like the flute in the RuneScape sound font, and the flute goes really hard on this song. I definitely recommend you guys checking this one out. That's going to be an A tier for us. Possibly my favorite desert song, but there's going to be some other good ones coming up, so we'll see about that. A tier for sure though. Arabian 2, I'm going to put this one in A tier as well. You could maybe argue B tier with this one, but it's not quite as good as Arabian. That's why I wasn't totally sure, but it's definitely better than Arabian 3, which I'm going to have in the C tier. Arabian 1 and 2 are really good songs. Arabian 3, so-so. I'm going to throw that one in the C tier. I definitely recommend checking out these two though. Okay, coming up next we have Arabique. I think I'm saying that right. Apologize if I'm not. Pretty good song though. I don't really recognize this one too much, but thought it was really solid. Was surprised by this one, and I think I'm going to put it in the B tier. I think if RuneScape has any headbangers, this would be one of them. I really like the drums on this one. I think it was really cool actually. It's not as iconic as some of these like Adventure and Arabian, so we'll leave it in B tier. Because yeah, nostalgia and iconicness is going to play a little bit into this. It's also just like how good the song is in general. There's going to be multiple factors going on there, but primarily it's nostalgia factor as well as just how good the track is and like how much I would want to listen to it while I'm skilling or whatever. But okay, going on to our next song, Army of Darkness. Wasn't really blown away by this one, so we're going to go C tier right there. Not a huge fan. It's kind of cool, so I don't want to put it in the D tier, but I mean, I wouldn't really be choosing to listen to this one. So yeah, I'd say C tier works for this one. And for Arrival, our next song, I think that's also going to be a C tier. This is pretty nostalgic. I've definitely heard it play before. It's just not my favorite, really. I think this is around the Falador area. And there's just a lot better songs in Falador. And it's not objectively bad, though, so we're going to keep it in the C tier. So, yeah. We'll keep moving on to Attack 1 through 6. There's 6 versions of this song, so I'll kind of quickly go through those and rank where I have each of these. I think Attack 1 is pretty iconic, but I'm not a huge fan of these upbeat attack songs. Maybe because I'm more of a skiller, possibly. But yeah, I'm going to put Attack 1 into C tier, but although if you wanted to put it in B tier, totally cool with that. For sure. My favorite one of them is probably Attack 4. I have that one in B tier. I think that one's really solid. And out of these kind of upbeat attack songs, these two are my favorite by far. And if you want to throw that in B tier, that's fine. We'll keep it in C tier for now, though. Attack 2, 3, 5, and 6, they're alright. I mean, maybe they have an audience for some people, but just not really a huge fan of them. I'm going to throw them in D tier. Again, I don't think, even the D tier, I don't think are objectively bad songs. It's just not something I would really ever listen to or while I'm skilling or anything. So yeah, I'm going to put those ones in the D tier. Coming up next, we have Attention. And I think that's going to be another C tier. I know I said I didn't want to put a lot of songs in the C and D tier, but I just kind of want to emphasize how good I think some of these songs in the S, A, and B tier are. And anything that's just like so-so is going to kind of go in C and D. So Attention, it was a pretty chill song, but for balancing purposes primarily, we're going to keep it here in C tier. Alright, Autumn Voyage, our first S tier song. This is a really cool, nostalgic song. I know everyone has heard this song before. This plays in Lumbridge, so this is going to be one of the first music tracks everyone hears. And sometimes people turn their music off in the RuneScape settings, but pretty much everyone has heard Autumn Voyage. Like, you may not have heard the Falador or the Camelot songs because you may have turned off your music by then, but everyone still has their music on when they're first spawning into the game. Autumn Voyage is a super chill and nostalgic song. One of my favorite tracks in the game, and always like when it comes on. So I'm going to throw that in S tier, mostly for just how iconic it is, but also just a good tune as well. Alright, coming up next we have Background, and I really like this one. I was trying to decide between A and B tier, but I think I'm going to go A tier. I really like the beat on this. I would definitely listen to this like while I'm woodcutting or thieving or, you know, doing whatever. I think this is comfortably an A tier song. And also while I'm doing this, I'm just working on 2 of my accounts right now, my group Ironman, doing some thieving, as well as my main Ironman, doing some woodcutting here, cutting some redwoods. I'm going to be releasing series on both of those accounts in the near future, and also have some 2004 Scape content if you're looking for any nostalgic content or anything like that. Make sure you drop a subscribe, check out some of my videos. But anyway, let's get back to this tier list. Going to look at Ballad of Enchantment, and this is a pretty good song. It's somewhat nostalgic as well. I think a lot of people might recognize this one, but I don't think it's quite the best. It's not on the level as these songs, so I think we'll put it in the B tier. Definitely a song still worth listening to, but yeah, I think B tier is a good spot for it. Solid song. Moving on to our next song, we have Baroque, which plays in the Ardoyne area, and we're going to put that as an A tier. It's really iconic. I was debating putting this as an S tier. I really like the Ardoin area and the whole Sears area, that whole side of the map. So definitely have a soft spot for these songs, but wanted to put this S tier, but I'm trying to save that for the absolute most iconic and the absolute best songs. So I think we'll put this in the A tier comfortably. I'm not rating these songs within the tiers, but if I had to, I think this one would definitely be towards the top of the tier. And moving on to our next song, we have Beyond, which did not blow me away really. I'm just going to throw that one in C tier, again, because I don't really dislike it. Don't have anything against it. I just really wouldn't go out of my way to listen to this one. So let's put it in the C tier and move along. I don't have too much to say about that song. Big Chords. I like this song a lot. I'm going to put this one in the B tier. Just doesn't quite do enough to get itself into the A tier. I think these songs are a little bit better than it, but I definitely like this song. I would certainly not skip it if it came on. So I think B tier is a good spot for that. Alright, moving on to our next S tier song, which is Book of Spells. I love this song. If you guys have watched some of my previous videos, you may have heard this as a background music track. I love to include this song. Love to listen to it while I'm skilling. It's such a good song. I'm sure a lot of people have probably heard this one. It's pretty iconic and pretty popular, so if you haven't, definitely check it out. One of my favorite songs in RuneScape. I'd say this is top 3. Like I would rank this one better than Autumn Voyage, just in terms of the song itself. Maybe not in terms of it being more iconic, but I think it's definitely the best song that we've ranked so far. So definitely check this one out. Really chill, solid song. Next up we have Camelot, and I said before I have a soft spot for some of these Camelot, Sears Village songs. I love that side of the map. We're gonna go A tier with that one. Couldn't quite put it in S tier, but it's a really good track. Used to love cutting yews, maples, whatever in that area, and just listening to these tracks on repeat all night long. I'd say no question A tier. I didn't even really consider dropping that one down to B tier at all. Coming up next, we have Cave Background. I'm going to throw that one in the C tier. Kind of cool. Little mysterious song, and maybe add some good ambiance for the quest that it's in, but I don't really think it's anything I would choose to listen to. And if I was like skilling, I might want to skip it for a better song, so we'll throw it in C tier. Might add some good ambiance in the game, but I don't think it's particularly a great song though. Coming up next we have Cavern, which kind of similarly to Cave Background, it's like a cool little mysterious song and might add some good ambiance to the game, but definitely not a big fan of it. I think it's objectively worse than Cave Background as well, so I didn't want to put it in the same tier. Hence, we're going to throw it in D tier. Don't think it's a terrible song, I just don't really think I would be listening to it. So, yeah, we have to put some songs in the D tier, and that's going to be one of them. So, okay. Moving on to our next song, we have Chain of Command. I had a tough time ranking this one. I don't think it belongs in the B tier, but I'm not sure between C and D tier. It's alright. I'm just going to throw it in the C tier because we're throwing some of those, a lot of those ones that we're not sure about into the C tier. There's really nothing too special about this one, but yeah, I think we'll keep it there. Coming up next, we have Crystal Cave, and this was a pretty good song. I mean, I'm going to put it in the B tier. I have this one ranked below a lot of these other songs in the B tier, like Big Chords and whatnot, but I definitely like it better than a lot of these C tier songs. So this was kind of an in-between one. I'm going to throw it at the low end of B tier if I had to rank this song, but it's pretty solid though, for sure. Next up, we have Crystal Sword, which is another pretty iconic song and really catchy as well. I enjoy listening to this one, so I'm going to throw it in the A tier. Probably on the lower end of A tier, like I wouldn't put it in the same ballpark really as Baroque or Camelot, but I think it's better than a lot of these B tier songs. So Yeah, that was another one I had a little bit of a tough time deciding, but I think low end of A tier is where I would put Crystal Sword. Definitely a solid song. Coming up, we have Dangerous. This is a wilderness track that I'm going to throw in the B tier. Kind of like the wilderness tracks, and you know, I get a lot of nostalgia. I used to spend a lot of time in the wilderness as a young lad. So yeah, I think Dangerous will go in the B tier. It's pretty solid. I have it a little bit below Crystal Sword, which is at the low end of A tier. So maybe Dangerous would be at the middle to high end of B tier, if I had to say. Coming up next, we have Dark. And this is another iconic wilderness track. I would say this is an A tier. I love the wilderness songs. And yeah, I think this one would be above Crystal Sword even, if I had to. I'm not going to do this for the whole ranking, but I'll put that one above Crystal Sword because, yeah, I really like Dark. Probably one of my favorite and just one of the best wilderness tracks. You guys have probably heard this at some point. Really good song. Definitely check it out. Alright, next we have Deep Wildy. I think I'm going to go C tier with this one. Just not really on the same level as Dark, Crystal Sword, Dangerous, which are all some of the better tracks in the wilderness. Deep Wildy just doesn't quite get there. So I think we're going to have to put it in the C tier. I mean, it's good ambiance for the Wildy, but just not something that I would maybe listen to outside of the wilderness like I would with some of these songs up here. So yeah, not objectively bad, but we're going to throw that one in the C tier as well. There might be more C tiers than I thought, actually. I thought B tier would end up having the most, but it seems like at the current moment C tier is winning, so I'm curious to see how that ends up. Okay, coming up next we have Desert Voyage, and this is definitely a solid desert song. It's not my favorite from the desert, but it's alright. I think we'll put it in B tier. I swear this is playing during one of the desert quests. I can't remember which quest though, like Ichlurin's Helper or the Golem or something like that. I could be mistaken, but really solid song. I'm going to put that one in the B tier. And the next song we have is called Doorways. I forget where this one plays, but this was a really calming and relaxing song. I enjoyed this one. Not quite on the level of some of these A tier songs, but something I would definitely listen to. We'll throw that one in the B tier pretty comfortably. I was originally going to think about C tier, but yeah, no, I think I'm comfortable putting that one in B. Coming up, our next song is Dream, and that'll be our third S tier song. You've got to love this one. It plays in Lumbridge. Everyone has heard this one before. Another super iconic track, and it's just super chill and peaceful. You just don't have a care in the world when you're listening to this song. You're just slaying goblins, cutting some oak trees behind the general store. This is a great one. You can't hate this one, I think. You got to put this one in the S tier, in my opinion. So, yeah, that's our third S tier song. Probably going to put it above Autumn Voyage, but I don't know. I really like both of those. So yeah, Dream, our third S tier song. And moving on to Dungeon, spelled Dungeon, which is, underwhelming. I'm going to put that one in the D tier. Not really iconic. I don't even really remember this one. Might add some cool ambiance wherever it is in game. It looks like that might be like Karamja Volcano or something. I'm not too sure. But yeah, that one's not too impressive. I wouldn't really go out of your way to listen to that one. D tier. Alright, coming up next we have a song called Egypt, which I think is another desert song. I don't recall this one too much, but I think this one was really cool. I like the flute in it, and yeah, I could maybe even argue A tier for it. I really liked it. I think if it was a bit more iconic and if I had remembered it more, I might have put it in A tier. But I'd say it's a high B tier song. Really enjoyed that one, and I would recommend checking that one out as well. Definitely B tier. Coming up next, we have Emotion, which is another chill song that I'm going to throw in the B tier. Doesn't really do too much. It's not on the level as a lot of these songs, but it's pretty good though. So I'm going to put it in B tier. I definitely probably wouldn't skip it or anything. Maybe just on the lower end of B tier, but that's okay. There's a lot of good songs here, so not everyone can be the best here. I think B tier is a good spot for Emotion. Nothing special, but really don't hate it. And next up we have Expanse, which is going to be definitely a high end of A tier song. This is another super chill, super iconic and nostalgic song that plays in the Varrock area. The songs in Varrock and Lumbridge are all so good because I feel like those are the first areas created, so they really wanted to choose the best songs for those areas and give new players a good experience. I have a lot of good memories just exploring the Varrock area, adventuring, questing, listening to this song. I think a lot of you guys will as well, so I'm definitely comfortable putting this in the A tier. Wouldn't even hate it if you put it in S tier, but I think it sits comfortably towards the top of A tier for now. And moving on, next is Expecting, kind of an underwhelming one. Sad to see after we had such a good one in Expanse right before this, but you know, it's not objectively a bad song. I just wouldn't really choose to listen to this. Might add some cool ambiance for the game, but yeah, not a huge fan. So we'll put that one in the D tier. Some of these songs have got to go there, unfortunately. All right, and next we have Fairy, which is from the Lost City area of the game, and that's a really good song as well. Not too iconic because I don't remember going to this area a whole lot, especially not with the music on probably. So it's hard for me to put it any higher than the B tier, but I thought it was pretty cool though. So maybe if it was more iconic, it could slip into low end of A tier, but yeah, it's just alright. I probably wouldn't skip it, but not the best either. But that's okay. And next up we have Fanfare, which is an awesome song. This is another super iconic song that just makes you so happy when you listen to it in the game. Just really good vibes. I think this one played in Falador. Like I can just picture myself going on down to the Dwarven Mine, avoiding those scorpions, mining up a full inventory of iron ore, and just hoping that one day I could get to the mining guild. So yeah, Fanfare, really good song. I'm sure a lot of you have heard this one, and yeah, a lot of good memories thinking about this song. Definitely going to be an S tier, just because it's good, and it's also one of the more iconic songs in the game, I would say. Coming up next, we have Fanfare 2, which I'm going to throw in the B tier. I was pleasantly surprised. I really liked Fanfare 2. I wasn't expecting it to be that good. You know, I was like, how could you top Fanfare 1? But I was actually enjoying it quite a bit. I think a lot of these songs where it's like Arabian 2, Fanfare 2, as well as a couple other songs, like the second version of songs in RuneScape, actually a lot of them are really good. You'll see some more of those later on in the video here. But yeah, Fanfare 2, I think we're going to go E tier for that one. I think this plays in Karamja. Could maybe go A tier with it, but yeah, no. I was pretty surprised by this one. I really liked it. And to wrap up the Fanfare series of songs, we're going to go B tier with Fanfare 3. I thought this one was really good as well. Was pretty close to Fanfare 2, so I'd rank them very similarly. A really solid series of songs. We got an S tier and 2 B tiers. When a lot of these songs that have multiple versions, some of them are going down here in C and D, not Fanfare. Definitely check out this series. Good couple list of songs there. Here we go. Now the B tier. This is what I was thinking, is the B tier is going to be for the most, okay, decent songs, and then it'll kind of trickle down after that. So now it's kind of starting to look how I was hoping it would. But coming up next, we have Fishing, which is a really good song. I believe, where does this play? Does this play in the Fishing Guild or maybe in Catherby? I don't really remember, honestly, but I think this is in Catherby. It's a really iconic song. I definitely remember the tune and just fishing lobster to this song all day. It doesn't get much better than that. We're going to have Fishing in the A tier. Really solid song, super chill. I almost wanted to put it in the S tier, but again, I'm just trying to keep that S tier a little bit more exclusive. So yeah, Fishing, we'll keep it in the A tier. I'd probably put it at the upper end of A tier if I had to. And part of the reason that we put that in A tier is because of this next song that we're going to be having as our next S tier, which is Flute Salad. And if you guys haven't heard this one, you just have to. It's so good. Such a catchy and iconic flute song. Really just like funny as well. It's just a fun song all around. I love Flute Salad. It's just so good. We have to go S tier with that one. I didn't even really put any notes on that one. It's just no questions. S tier for Flute Salad. Okay, coming up next we have Forever, which is another one of those chill, iconic, nostalgic songs that I like. I'm going to put that one in A tier. I think probably actually towards the upper end of A tier. And yeah, I just picture this playing as I'm getting ready to go F to PP gang with my Rune 2H maple short bow back in the day. And yeah, upper end of A tier, I think definitely for this one, because it also provides that nostalgic value along with just a good tune. Our next song is called Gaol, Gaol. I have no idea. Gonna put that in the low end of B tier. When I heard the name of it, I was like, yeah, that sounds kind of weird. I don't think that could be a great song. But I was actually pleasantly surprised by it. I think it's actually a decent song. If I'm not mistaken, this plays at that Ogre area south of Yanil. And definitely not the best, but I was surprised by it. I was thinking that this would probably be like a C or D tier, but I was a little bit surprised by it. I don't remember it from in-game, but I recommend checking it out if you haven't. It's quite cool, actually. Coming up next, we have our next S tier song, and this is just such a good one from the Varrock area, Garden. Such a chill song. I love skilling to this one. I never skip it when it plays. A lot of times on my OSRS character, it comes on all the time when I'm mining Rune Essence, but I don't care. I always love to listen to it. It's so good. I love the chill songs. It's definitely an S tier for me. I try to keep the S tier as exclusive as possible, so that means if these are in the S tier, you should definitely check them out. You've probably heard them before already, but if you haven't, there's actually probably a couple you haven't, so definitely check these out. Coming up next is Gnome King. Not my favorite song, but I think it's somewhat iconic in a pretty nostalgic area that everyone goes to, the Gnome Stronghold. Everyone's there for some early game quests. So yeah, I think Gnome King can go in the B tier. I kind of like it, but don't think it's on the same level as these A tier songs. Not quite cool enough, but pretty cool. So B tier seems like a good spot for something like that. The next one we have is Dwarf Theme, and this was one I didn't even recognize. Like I liked some of the Dwarf songs, so I thought I would know this one, but I didn't actually. I think this plays on the surface of the Dwarven Mine entrance, the one that's like near the Prayer Guild, so it's in like a weird location. That's maybe why I haven't heard it, but I thought it was fire actually. Like I was really surprised by this one. I didn't think of this when I thought of a dwarf song, but I don't know. I really liked it, so I'm going to put this one in A tier probably. Maybe could argue I'd put it at the upper end of B tier, but I don't think I have a problem putting this one in A tier. I actually really enjoyed this song. Coming up next, we have Gnome Village. Sorry. That's one of the better gnome songs, I'd say. I think that plays when you're doing the Tree Gnome Village quest, I believe. And it just really catchy. I think a lot of people recognize this one as well. Every account is always doing these quests pretty early on, so yeah, I think you guys will probably like this one. I'll put it in the low end of A tier, I think. And Gnome Village 2, here's another one of those where it's the second version of the song. We're going to put that one in the B tier, I think. I'm not a huge fan of that, but it's alright. I think maybe kind of around some of these songs like Emotion, Fairy, like kind of ranked similarly to those. So yeah, B tier seemed good for Gnome Village too. Definitely, I guess Attack 2 is the only 2 version of a song that we don't like so far, so I'm interested to see how that keeps developing. Alright, next we have Goblin Village. It's another pretty iconic area in the game, but we're going to put this one in the C tier. It's not really special at all. I don't hate it, but wouldn't really choose to listen to this one. So just mostly for balancing purposes, we're going to throw this one in C tier. If I had to, maybe the upper end of C tier, but I'm not getting really too picky about that stuff, especially for the C tier songs. Coming up next, we have another A tier, which is Gnome Ball. And this is a really cool song. It's really unique, I think. It has like whistles going on in the background and stuff. It's a really upbeat song. So I like that about it. I think it's unique and really fits the area of the game that it's used for, being the Gnome Ball area with the whistles and everything. I think that's really cool. And just given that it's so unique, we're going to give that one an A tier. I think you guys will like that one. And it's not like a super well-known one either, because, I mean, let's be honest, who's played Gnome Ball here? Like, maybe once or twice, but it's not really the most popular minigame, so maybe you haven't heard that one. Definitely check it out. Coming up next, we have Greatness, and this is going to be a B tier song, but I probably would actually put it, like, towards the upper end of B tier. Pretty peaceful and nostalgic as well. Just doesn't quite have enough to get it into the A tier, but no, I definitely like it. Would probably put it in the upper end of B tier, just because it also has that little bit of nostalgic value, which I like. Coming up next, we have Harmony, which is another one of the most iconic songs in RuneScape. Super nostalgic, but I'm going to throw this one at the upper end of A tier. I don't think it's quite as good as some of the other main songs in the game, such as Garden, Autumn Voyage. I'd say it's one step below that, but it's still super nostalgic. You know, being one of the Lumbridge songs. I think we'll throw it in the A tier though. If you put it in S tier, because you have some good memories with it, I really wouldn't argue with you on that one, but Harmony, really good song nonetheless. And after that, we have High Seas, which is a really cool pirate and sailor kind of song. I almost wanted to throw this in the A tier. I think it's really close. Top end of B tier sounds like a good spot for that. But yeah, I've had a step down from some of the songs like Dwarf Theme and stuff, but really close, I'd say. High Seas actually surprised me a little bit. I had recognized it, but I didn't remember liking it as much as I did this time around. So yeah, I'd say high B tier for High Seas. That sounds like a good spot for it. Next up, we have Horizon. This is a really chill song. I've skilled to this song plenty of times. I listen to the RuneScape soundtrack on YouTube sometimes even, so while I'm playing other games, I'll listen to these type of songs. Horizon is one of my favorite. Not an S tier, but I mean, I'm very comfortably putting it in A tier. I didn't even consider dropping it below that into B tier, so yeah, I like Horizon a lot. We haven't had a C tier in a little while. We've been going a little dry on the bad songs, which is a good thing for us. It means there's a lot of good songs for us to listen to. But I think Ivan, another one, kind of adds some cool ambiance for its location in the game. I believe this one would be somewhere during like the Underground Pass area. But I don't know. Just not my favorite. Kind of cool, but nothing special. We'll go C tier with that one. And next up we have In the Manor, which is a solid song. I think this is... I forget where this plays actually. But I was pretty surprised by this one. I enjoyed it quite a bit. And I think I'll put it in B tier. I don't love it, but I didn't really even consider it putting it in C tier. So I think it pretty comfortably goes to B tier. I would recommend checking that one out. Next up we have Inspiration, which despite the name was actually quite a bit uninspiring, and for that reason I'm going to put it in the C tier. This is one I thought I would like, in theory, it sounds like a cool name, Inspiration. You think you're going to have this inspirational tune going on, but really it was just underwhelming. And for that reason, we're just going to throw it in the C tier. Not a biggest fan. Maybe high into C tier if I had to, but I don't know. I was just pretty disappointed with that one, so don't care too much for it. And coming up next, we have Intrepid, which is the Underground Path song. And I know for that reason, a lot of people might put this in the D tier. That is a brutal quest. We've all been struggling with that at some point. But honestly, I think it's really cool. It adds great ambiance for where it is in the game. And just a cool track overall that I would even listen to outside of that area. Really works quite well for its zone. Really like this track. Let's go A tier with this one. Super solid. Coming up next, we have another kind of pirate sailor song, Jolly R. This is one of my favorite songs in the game. Definitely not an S tier because it's not as nostalgic for me, but I really like this one. I'd put this in the middle of A tier very comfortably. Probably my favorite pirate song, I'd say. And next up, we have Jungle Island. This one's not... It's a cool little island song, but I don't think there's anything too special about it. I think we'll put it in the C tier. Nothing crazy, but I still like it. Definitely don't hate it, but don't think it's quite on the same level as most of these B tier songs. Next we have Jungly 1. We're going to have a list of a couple Jungly songs coming up here. Jungly 1, it's pretty cool. It didn't really blow me away. I wasn't too surprised by it, but I think it's alright. It adds some good jungle ambiance. So we'll throw that one in the B tier. Jungly 2, however, is an absolute banger. I love this song, and while it's not like one of the most nostalgic songs for me, I just liked it so much that I'm going to put it as an S tier. It's just an absolute pop. You guys, you may not have heard this one, so I highly recommend checking out Jungly 2. I really think you'll enjoy it. It's really cool. And that's another example of these two songs. The second version of a lot of these songs are just absolutely fire. That's the first one we have in the S tier, but just stay tuned. We're going to have one or two more coming up later on here. Jungly 3, it's cool, but it didn't really blow me away too much. Not really enough to go into A tier, but definitely not a song I dislike. I wouldn't put it in C or D tier. So I think Jungly 1 and 3, B tier. And then Jungly 2 will go S tier. Similar to Fanfare, all of those very good series of songs. And next we have it Nightly, which is another song from the Ardoin series of music. It's pretty cool and it's pretty nostalgic as well. It's not the best though. It's pretty cool, but I think it's not as good as like Baroque, which I have in A tier. So for that reason, I'm gonna have to put it in B tier, probably like more along the lines of like Greatness or something like that. So yeah, Nightly, pretty cool, but probably just a B tier. Lasting is the next song, another one that I love, and I'm gonna throw up in the A tier. I think it plays in the Sears Village area, so I really like all those songs. Just going around questing, passing the ranging guild, picking some flax. These are all just classic, chill, and inspiring songs. All of those from the Sears area. So yeah, Lasting, very good. We're going to throw that one in the A tier. Definitely check it out. Next up we have Legion, which I thought was a pretty epic song. I like this one a decent bit. We're going to throw that one, throw it in the B tier. This will hype you up a bit. I think it plays... Actually, I don't remember where this plays. Based on the picture, it looks like it might be Wilderness. I was thinking that this was like a Barbarian song, but could be mistaken on that. Really solid though, nonetheless, and I recommend you check it out. Next up, we have Lightness, which is going to be another A tier song. We're getting a little bit more A tier than I'd like. I would have liked to balance it out with a little bit more B tier, but it just shows you how many good songs are in this original soundtrack. There's so many good ones, and I guess that's a good thing. after all. But yeah, lightness, A tier. I love this one. I don't know what the instruments are that were being played. I think it's some kind of like string instruments or something. Whatever it was, I really liked them, and I'm going to throw it in the A tier. Really good song. Light Walk is a song from Catherby. It's somewhat nostalgic, but again, it's not on the same level as like these songs like Lightness. So we're going to throw it in the B tier. We don't hate it, we don't love it, sort of thing. Wouldn't mind listening to it though, for sure. Like, I wouldn't be wanting to skip it. The next song is Long Ago. It's not the best. I mean, I wasn't really blown away by this. I don't remember it from in-game too much either. I guess I'll put it in D tier. If you wanted to put it in C tier or whatever, you know, I don't really mind. I'm sorry, I have to scroll down so you could see this. Long Ago. Yeah, not my favorite. We're going to throw that in the D tier, but yeah, if you wanted to go C tier, maybe there's someone out there that likes this song. Let me know if I'm wrong. Maybe I'll have to listen to this one again. Next one we have is Long Way Home, which, yeah, I'd say it's a B tier. It's a nostalgic track and pretty solid, but I like the trancey feel it has to it. I kind of wanted to put it in A tier, but again, I'm trying to keep that as exclusive as possible. I'd say this is a high end of B tier song. I really like this one. Put this on in the background is really good. I have some good memories listening to this, but I just don't know if it was quite good enough to put in A tier. It's really close though. I mean, definitely I could see some of my opinion on these changing slightly, like this one possibly being at the low end of A tier, but anyway, Long Way Home, good song, but we're going to throw it in the B tier for now. And next we have Lullaby, which you can guess from the title, it's a very chill and relaxing song, and it's pretty nostalgic. So I'm going to put this one in A tier. Chill song, not too much else to say about it. I have it in a similar light as Long Way Home. It's just kind of like, you know, where I've had trouble, but I think low end of A tier for Lullaby, high end of B tier for Long Way Home is where I'm going to go with those two. Next, I have Majorina, which, I mean, really, I wanted to put this one in the low end of B tier, but just for balancing purposes, I think this one is more of a C tier song. It's kind of cool, like when you're doing the Majorina, kind of a cool song for that, but I don't really think I'd be listening to this anywhere outside of that. Didn't really blow me away at all, so for that reason, I like this one in the C tier, just relative to some of the other songs here. Coming up next is a song from Yanil, which I really like, called Magic Dance, and we're going to throw that one in the B tier. It's not the most nostalgic because back in the day, I wasn't spending too much time in Yanil, not until more recently, at least that is, but it's a solid song nonetheless, so I think B tier seems like exactly where I would be putting this one. Coming up next, we have Magical Journey, and this is a really, really good song. I think a lot of you guys will know this one. I'm going to add that as our S tier, giving us a second row of S tier. I think there's going to be a couple more S tiers coming up here still, but I really like Magical Journey. It really takes you on a magical journey, just like the title says. That's what I have to say about it. It's super nostalgic. I love listening to this while I'm skilling. 10 out of 10 would recommend Magical Journey, and I'll probably throw it on after I'm done making this video here. Really like that one. Probably towards the top end of S tier, although I'm not ranking these particularly, but definitely a really good song, and part of the reason I love the Sears Village soundtrack so much. Okay, going from that S tier, we're going to drop all the way down to the other end of this graph, and we're going to put March. I gotta scroll down even more. We're going to put March in the D tier. Not really a fan of it, and especially after such a good song in Magical Journey before, this one just kind of soured my opinion on it. Don't really remember it from the game too much either, so Yeah, we're gonna go D tier with that one. Had to put some songs, again, not necessarily like a bad song, but just would not listen to it compared to any of these songs above. And coming up next, we have a really good song, and that's Medieval. A lot of people recognize this from Varrock. I don't think I know a single person that would say they dislike this song. It's just one of the songs you think of when you think of RuneScape, and I think for that reason, I'm going to put this one in the S tier. I was originally going to put it in the high end of A tier, so either one of those I think are fine, but I think S tier is definitely deserving of that spot. Next up, I have Mellow, and if you ever spent some extended time in the Fishing Guild, you might know this one. This one plays in the Fishing Guild, that's why I was originally confused with Fishing. This one plays in Catherby, this one plays in, and Mellow plays in the Fishing Guild. But really, really chill song. It's perfect for where it plays. Just great to listen to while you're fishing. And yeah, for that reason, I'm going to put it in the A tier. Probably below Fishing. Like, I really like that Catherby track. But somewhere here in the middle of A tier seems like a good spot for Mellow. I would definitely check that one out as well. Next up, we have Miles Away. I'd rank this very similarly to Mellow, and for similar reasons as well. But both are really good songs and chill, good to listen to while you're just fishing away or just roaming Gielinor while it's raining out. And yeah, I really like both of these songs. I think they can both go A tier, and definitely something I would listen to outside of their intended areas. I forget where Miles Away plays. Is that Taverley maybe? Forget exactly, but yeah, something like that. Really good song though. Put it in the A tier. Coming up next, we have Miracle Dance, and this one is solid. I was actually pretty surprised by it. I've never really heard it before, but it was kind of a banger, so not quite A tier though. Like, I really like, yeah, it's not really on that level, but I'd say at the high end of B tier, I'm comfortable putting this one. I think it was really cool. And actually, I looked it up. I think this one plays at the Mind Altar, so that's probably why I'd never heard of it before. But yeah, a good song nonetheless. I think if it was more iconic, maybe we could throw it in A tier, but just like never having heard it before, maybe B tier is good for it. Monarch Waltz is our next song, and this is another pretty nostalgic one, but it's not really quite on the level as our A tier songs like Camelot and stuff. So Monarch Waltz, let's go B tier with that. It's from the Sears Village area, so I like all those songs, but regardless, it's probably one of my least favorite out of the Sears Village soundtracks. So yeah, I think B tier is fine for it. I definitely don't dislike it at all. I would listen to it, but compared to some of the other Sears Village songs, I think is why I gave it this ranking. Nonetheless, though, it's very solid. Coming up next, we have Moody, which is, yeah, I guess a Moody song. I guess some of these songs are titled quite fittingly, but nothing special, really. I have it in C tier, kind of like a creepy little song to set the mood and for the area, but yeah, I wouldn't really choose to listen to this. But I didn't put it in D tier. Thought it was all right for game ambiance purposes, so we'll just keep it there for now. Next, we have Neverland, which is a pretty nostalgic song. I definitely remember listening to this one. It's just not towards the top, not great, not terrible. So I think putting that in the B tier is a solid spot for it. Coming up to our next S tier song, we have Newbie Melody. Everyone knows this song from Tutorial Island. This is just one of the most iconic songs when it comes to RuneScape. Everyone's first song that they listen to before they even make it into Lumbridge. So for that reason, just how iconic it is, we're going to put this as an S tier. Maybe not like the tune itself, but everyone will feel some type of way when they listen to this song that's played RuneScape for a considerable amount of time. And I think we can all agree that it's S tier for that reason. Okay, coming up next, we have another S tier. That's 2 in a row. This one is called Nightfall, and I was really surprised by this one. I had heard this one before, but I didn't think I'd put it in the S tier, but I really liked it. I don't think I could put it anywhere below. Like, I wouldn't feel good putting it in the same rank as some of these songs in A tier. So yeah, I really like Nightfall. Can picture myself running away from that highwayman saying stand and deliver south of Falador, sending me back to Lumbridge and losing all 2k that I had on me. That's what I think of when I listen to this song. Really enjoyable, and I think those memories that it brought back helped propel it up into the S tier for me. Next up we have Oriental, which is a pretty cool song, but it didn't really blow me away, so I'll just throw that one in the C tier. Definitely check it out though, solid song. I just had trouble putting it in the same rank as some of these songs like Miracle Dance, Long Way Home, Nightly, Egypt. Thought those were quite a bit better, but I mean, I did like it. I'd put this one at the high end of C tier probably. It's kind of cool. Next up is Overture, which is another really good song. A lot of it is its nostalgic value. I don't think it's like a bump or anything, like something I would love to listen to, but yeah, Overture is pretty good. I'd say it's at the low end of A tier. I think a lot of us have been listening to this while we're woodcutting in Sears Village or picking flax or whatnot. Really chill song. Yeah, I'd say low end of A tier for this one. Next up we have Parade. We're ending really strong here. We got quite a few, maybe like 10 songs to go, and a lot of these are really good banger songs. We have Parade, which is just a beautiful track that we're going to throw in the A tier. Definitely check these last two out. Listen to it while you're skilling. Parade, I think, plays near Varrock, maybe? But this is up there with one of the best songs in the game. Parade will probably be at the high end of A tier if I had to rank it. Next up, we have Quest down here, which is nothing too special. I don't really remember where this plays, and it's a pretty chill song, so I don't want to put it in the D tier, but I really don't love it, so we'll throw it there. And coming up next, we have Regal. And this is pretty underwhelming, and I couldn't really find anything that I thought was necessarily special about this song. Yeah, I would listen to all the other RuneScape tracks instead of this one, which is not really my favorite at all, but there it is nonetheless. We're going to throw it in the D tier. I don't really hate it, so yeah, we'll put that there. Next up we have Reggae, which is going to be another one of our S tier songs, and I love this one. Maybe if you don't like reggae, you won't have this as an S tier, but this is one of my favorite. I was doing these in alphabetical order when I was ranking them and re-listening to all of them, but for Reggae I had to skip ahead and listen to that one early. I love this track. It's so cool and unique, I think, for the RuneScape sound font. I was definitely putting Reggae in S tier. If you're not a fan of Reggae, you know, maybe you have this in B tier or something, but I really enjoyed it, so that's where we're going to put that one. Coming up next, we have Reggae 2, which kind of underwhelmed me, especially compared to Reggae 1. I really liked Reggae 1 up here, but Reggae 2 I thought was not quite on the same level, not even close. So we're going to throw that one in C tier. Possibly Reggae 1 being so good diminishes this one a little bit and gives it a little bit less than it deserves, but I don't know. I'm not a fan. I'm totally fine putting this one in the C tier. Coming up to one of our last S tier songs, we have Riverside. Now, I don't know if a lot of people have heard this song before. I wasn't too familiar with it before I started playing 2004 Scape, but I really like this one. The Cabbage group actually told me about this song, and I really like it. Such a chill song. One of the most chill songs in RuneScape. It has a really cool flute part to it. I really like the flute in the RuneScape sound font. So yeah, Riverside, S tier. definitely wanted to put that one there. I listened to Reggae and Riverside very early on in this process, despite going alphabetically through all the other songs. I love these two and knew I had to come to these ones early. Definitely check these two out, because these might be ones that you aren't familiar with, but I think you'll really like it. Alright, going on to Royale. This is going to be a D tier. Not great. Another underwhelming song. Not that I dislike it, but we had to put some songs in the D tier, so Royale is going to have to go there. Not objectively bad by any means though, but in no means did it blow me away either. Next up we have Runescape, and this is our last song here, but there's actually going to be some bonus songs, so make sure you stay around because I'm going to be adding some extra songs into this. They just didn't have enough room on the tier list, but I know there's some other songs that people really like that we're going to be including here, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But let's look at Runescape. I think that's going to be an A tier song. I might be a little bit biased towards this one. I love mining Runescape on 2004 Scape. If you've watched my progress series, you've probably seen me doing quite a bit of that. It's a really good money maker on that server, so yeah, I think Runescape is an A tier. Not even just for my bias, I think it was just a good song in general. Maybe if you didn't have that bias, you'd go high into B tier or something. I don't know. Nonetheless, though, I really like it, and I'm totally comfortable putting it in A tier. I think a lot of people remember this song from everyone back in the day used to mine Essence for money back in like 2007. So yeah, this might be one that a lot of people like as well. But yeah, let's move on to our bonus tracks. I have a couple bonus tracks that I wanted to include that weren't quite included on this list because I can only include 100 songs on this list. But let's go start with those. The first one I have is Sea Shanty 2, everyone's favorite and the most iconic track in RuneScape. It's just such a cool beat, an absolute bop. That song is going to be an S tier. Everyone loves Sea Shanty 2. It's just a great song. There's been a lot of cool remixes done to it as well. Even people outside of the RuneScape space might recognize Sea Shanty 2. It's that cool, it's that iconic. For that reason, we're going to put it in the S tier. It might even be like overplayed at this point. I've listened to it so much, but despite that, I'm putting it in the S tier. It's just so good and iconic to RuneScape that Sea Shanty 2 takes the cake. S tier song, probably the #1 song in RuneScape, just for those reasons that I had mentioned before. We also have Yesteryear, which is a really, really good song. Didn't quite make this list in order, but I think that's another S tier song, S tier or A tier song. Like I don't mind throwing it in the S tier if you want. I'd probably throw it in the high end of A tier though, is where I'm going to settle putting it. Really, really good song, and I think you guys should check that one out as well. Another one of the original RuneScape songs. Some other really good ones, we have Barbarianism. That's a solid song. It came out a couple months after the release of RuneScape, which is why I didn't include it in this list particularly, but still one of my favorite songs, and I think a very iconic song that a lot of people like, so we're going to throw that one in the A tier here. Another one is Wander, a really iconic song that just for alphabetical purposes couldn't make this list, but definitely an A tier song that I recommend you guys check out as well, that I felt like had to be included in this list. And another one we're going to put in the B tier is Warrior. Kind of like the attack songs. I don't love the more upbeat fighting songs, but nonetheless I thought Warrior was pretty iconic and a good song. Well, that's it for this tier list, everybody. Thank you so much for watching the video, and if you've made it this far, I would really appreciate it if you could like the video and subscribe. I'll be coming out with more old school RuneScape content in the near future. Thanks again, everybody, and have a great day.